See Sam Howell as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Commanders and the Bills, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Oh, it is a winter wonderland indeed. The snow is falling in upstate New York as you get a look inside Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, you look at Washington coming into play here, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Right to the air is Huntley. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for dealing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Huntley to throw. Flushed out right. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 23. Faking the handoff, Howell. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll go play action. Howell. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Howell down to throw it. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Howell to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now they go play action with Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Here's Huntley. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. Taking it about the 36. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, Gibson. Room here to run. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Throwing again on second down. Powell. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw, Huntley. Quick slant to Valdes-Scantling. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Up the middle, it's Cook. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Huntley. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Huntley rolling to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Huntley. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now Jones. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll go down at the 28.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off play action. It's Howell.
This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here come the Bills. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. Huntley. That one is swing complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st down, Huntley. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime with only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Second down throw for Howell. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Washington.
That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Off play action. Huntley sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the counter, Gibson. Tackled on the play by Kaiir Elam.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 27, Howell. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Here's Howell.
He finds his man Johnson.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Howell loses it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
3rd and long, here's Howell. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Huntley to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Huntley.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And he hits the upright, but it carries in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the Bills have taken the lead. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now Howell.
And that is incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
They'll give to Cook on the read option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Oh, the return is Callaway.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get actually running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
165 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Down inside the 40.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd down. Howell now.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Howell down to throw it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Howell out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
So the Bills now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Now Huntley. And that's complete to Swain.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Here's Huntley.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Huntley. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. Past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Sly on for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now it's the Bills' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over 50 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
That's complete. It's Cook.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one to Swain, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. To throw, Huntley. And this one too low.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here's Huntley. Right back to Cook for another completion.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.